Good evening and welcome to State of Business on our television. I'm Nadun Sirivardhana. Let's have a look at the headlines. Exporters urge government to delay SWAT removal. SLT commits to state ownership, highlights digital role. News in detail. Sri Lankan exporters collectively have urged the government to delay the removal of SWAT, a tax they have to pay upfront when they export before they receive money from buyers. National Chamber of Exporters, the Joint Apparel Association Forum, Apparel Exporters Association and several other associations in the industry got together yesterday in Colombo and requested the Inland Revenue Department for a solution which does not affect the exporters.
JAF is committed to working with the government authorities on the process once SWAT is removed on the 1st of October. However, JAF has serious concerns that the process is not ready to do a seamless digital refunds in 45 days. Our call out today as we get closer to the 1st of October deadline is that the authorities work very carefully and we work closely with them to make sure that we have a proper seamless digital refund system, which is absolutely vital to protect the cash flow of the exporters once SWAT is removed. Cash flow is a vital part of the exporter's business, and it is absolutely critical that within the 45-day period, if not earlier, we have these refunds brought in. We are encouraged that the Inland Revenue Department has committed to doing the refunds in a shorter time than the 45-day period, and we sincerely hope that this commitment from Inland Revenue can be met in practice. That is our primary concern today.
Now, the management of the SLT Mobitel has made a firm commitment that the company will not be prioritized under any circumstances. The assurance was given by SLT Group Chairman Dr. Motilal De Silva during a press conference held yesterday, which focused on the company's role in powering the nation's digital future. Chairman Dr. Motilal De Silva said that the loss-making entity has been turned into a profit-making entity and the achievement was driven by operational excellence and disciplined management. He also added that 5G network will be available all over the country soon, and the entity has also taken the responsibility of provisioning the necessary data centers for the Sri Lankan government. Dr. Motilal assured that it would save the amount of dollars which the government currently pay for other companies. He further spoke over the privatization efforts by the previous governments and said that in the future only the private-public partnerships will occur, but not the divesting from the state ownership.
This institution will not be privatized. So earlier, government, they wanted to privatize. Average, they average, tung average යනකොට තමයි ආණ්ඩු වෙනස්කම උනේ. So now government had taken a decision to support this entity and make it viable, serving people and serving country and company that serves the digital economy of Sri Lanka.
Having successfully concluded his visit to the United States to participate in the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly, President Anurakkumara Dissanayake departed for Japan from John F. Kennedy International Airport last night. President Dissanayake addressed the UN General Assembly on Wednesday and met the members of the Sri Lankan expatriate community there the very next day during his meetings with other dignitaries. Here's our participant commented on the President.
Today, you really showed what a person you are. Because I was appalled when somebody said here that we should be bringing, to hang people. The way you answered that showed us your true capability. Because a lot of people in the ministry wear two type of shirts, because when they stand up, they want to show that they are very innocent. But you're a true person who spoke today with the open heart. You said that you will never sign. This means a lot to me. That is why we all voted for you.
Stay tuned. We will return after this commercial break. Welcome back. A Sri Lankan delegation led by Justice Minister Harsana Nanayakara is appearing before a United Nations committee in Geneva today. The country's first report on measures taken to address enforced disappearances is under review. The review by the UN Committee on Enforced Disappearances will involve an interactive dialogue with the government delegation, which includes officials from key institutions like the Office on Missing Persons and the Office of Reparations. Sri Lanka ratified the International Convention for the Protection of All Persons from the Enforced Disappearances in May 2016 and submitted its initial report in August 2023. The report outlines the steps taken by the country to fulfill its obligations under the Convention. The outcome of this review is being closely watched by international human rights organizations. The session is part of the committee's 29th session, which includes review of Montenegro and Benin. Now, the March 12 movement launched a comprehensive report that will systematically track the government's progress in fulfilling its election manifesto commitments today. This civil society initiative, which has been researching the administration's performance against its campaign promises, aims to provide the citizens and policymakers with detailed accountability metrics on promises made during the elections.
The March 12th movement has always called for a clean political culture, a culture that is guided by principles of transparency and accountability. The M12 movement had a discussion with political parties on the importance of ensuring that the promises made in a manifesto are tracked and kept to, and citizens are also made aware of the progress of how far the government has implemented the manifesto. So for that purpose, M12 has engaged in a research where we are looking at the promises that have been made in the manifesto to the people of Sri Lanka.
Now, a high-level business delegation is set to travel to Japan later this month to explore new trade and investment opportunities. The mission is being organized by the Sri Lanka-Japan Business Council of the Ceylon Chamber of Commerce, as announced recently. The delegation of 18 top Sri Lankan business leaders will be led by Ceylon Chamber Chairperson Krishan Balendra and will coincide with the official state visit of President Anurukumara Disanayake. A key event will be a business forum in Tokyo, organized in collaboration with major Japanese economic organizations, including the Japan Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the Japan External Trade Organization. The forum is designed to create a new pathway for collaboration between the two nations. Beyond Tokyo, the delegation will engage in targeted business-to-business sessions in Osaka and participate in Sri Lanka Day at the Expo 2025 Osaka, showcasing the country's economic potential and cultural heritage. The Sri Lanka-Japan Business Council believes this mission will be pivotal in strengthening bilateral economic relations between the two countries. Stay tuned for the stock update. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on positive notes today. The All Share Price Index gained by 77.93 points to close at 21,598.99. The S&P SL20 gained by 8.99 points to close at 6,111.57. The turnover was over 6 billion rupees and over 148 million shares were traded. Up next are forex rates. That's all our news for today. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Take care and good night.